What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Evercrisis video. Alright guys, gonna go over the EX brand new pumpkin event, EX2 specifically, and how to beat the boss. Real quick, just so you guys are aware, if you go into profile, and of course you go to custom profile, and you go to the picture, you guys will see that there will be a EX3 coming out, which I think most of us are aware. The pumpkin looks a little more menacing, has red eyes, red mouth, compared to the current pumpkin here, which is the EX2 one, right? So just keep in mind, arrow and wind damage is going to matter a lot, and this other fight is going to be a lot more difficult. So while we're here though, let's talk about EX2 and how to finish it as a free-to-play. I'll show you guys my setup, my build, and how to tackle it, okay? So first off, let's go to the select mission. Here it is. You guys see I finished it up at 129,700. Now when I did this, I was at 128. I moved it up to 134. I'll show you guys the build and what I'm focusing on. The reason why it went up a little bit is because of the brand new chocobo weapon. I replaced my mithril rod for Aerith and put that in instead. So you guys can see here, it's right here. If you guys want to equip it, you can, but you guys can see which makes more sense, if it's your main weapon or your sub weapon. Now for me, obviously Fairy Tail makes more sense because I want the healing, and that matters more in this fight than anything else. So that's going to maintain. So I have Fairy Tail, chocobo staff. I've got 2 rune res, not required. They're both circle, and 1 arrow. I've got healing winds, and I've got myself the healing outfit. Sub weapons, I've got Shiva's blade. I've got Ifrit's blade, and I've got solid bazooka. Gives me 5.6k HP. HP is going to matter a lot in this, by the way, so make sure you do that. Now for Sephiroth, I've got his ice garb. I've got the Shiva limit break. I've got Nameless in there instead of edge wings. Ice doesn't do much in this fight at all, to be honest with you guys, so it's really not necessary to bring ice, but I'm doing it because I put Nameless first here because the HP matters a lot more. If you guys see the swap here, if I do this, look at the difference. Everything else goes up, but my HP drops pretty drastically. So Nameless is more important in this slot right now because the HP goes up pretty substantially, right? I've got Fire Breach only because I get myself more magic attack there. I've got Aurora level 5. Again, really nothing here but HP. And then I've got Circle Runera. Again, I'm doing this as bare bones as possible, guys, to help you guys complete this so you guys can see how it works. So Torn Wings, that's his last weapon that we got. It does give the attack bonus, so I put that in there, plus physical defense. Physical defense is useless here. I've got this for magic attack. Fire Potency is useless here. And then I've got the Parasol for HP, and then magic defense. That's a lot more important, right? So for Cloud here, we've got 4.8k HP, Hellfire, Murasame, Buster Sword. Now again, you can swap out these two, right? You guys can see here the difference in what happens. You lose 300 attack, but you gain a lot more HP. So see what makes more sense for you guys in regards to doing this, okay? But I'm going to leave it as is for me. I've got Arrow Blow level 1 with 2-star, which gives me no actual benefits. And we're going to keep it that way just again to simplify things. I've got D-Faith here. You're going to need this for sure to reduce the amount of magic attack the opponent does. And then I've got Lightning Breach again, just specifically for the physical attack stat. That's the only reason why I have it on there. And then sub-equipment, I've got Barrett's last weapon. I've got 1,000 Waves. And then I've got Bald Eagle here for physical attack. So everything is free-to-play friendly here. There's nothing that you guys can't achieve. So there's the setup and build. Puts me at 134. Again, I did this at 127 before the chocobo staff came into effect, and I didn't even equip Barrett's weapon into my sub weapons or Sephiroth's Torn Wings in there. I just did that recently just to kind of increase the CP. But let's get into the fight and I'll show you guys how this works. Alright guys, here we are into the boss fight now, and the first phase, all you really want to do is focus on the boss. Don't even worry about the ads or anything like that, okay? Focus on getting the boss's magic defense down with Telluric Fury. And the reason why you want to do that is because he gives himself quite a bit of it. This way you can do a little bit more damage. So just focus on damaging with your main characters, your damage dealers, and maybe Aerith as well. But with her, obviously, you're going to need to do a little bit of healing to make sure that nobody dies from this Glacial Breath. Now, this breath probably does roughly about, if I recall, like 3,000-ish damage. So you should be able to survive it no matter what happens here. Here we go. And what he's going to do next, he's going to Siphon, okay? So once he does this, 3,000, there it is, he's going to Siphon, switch over to Cloud, okay? Leave Aerith be for now. Switch over to Cloud and D-Faith right away. Just use your ATV to D-Faith this as much as you can, as fast as you can. Just reduce it down to nothing. And then you guys can go back to healing. Now, the next phase is going to be a little more important because the next phase is going to require you to actually do your new Chocobo staff move and give everybody a little bit more magic defense up, and I'll show you guys the reason why behind that very shortly, okay? Because these ads that are going to show up are going to do something that's super annoying. And we'll get there in a second. I'll show you guys what I mean. So he's gonna summon these two new ads. Now these two new ads do something else. They actually do something called Disenchanting Breath, and it's super frustrating to deal with. You're gonna see what's gonna happen very soon. So focus on at least reducing these guys a little bit, and then get ready now to start casting your Chocobo Solid Mana Ward. Okay. Let's go ahead and focus on killing these guys. Don't kill one at a time. Just get them both down to fair decent HP, and I'll explain why in a second. Okay. Okay, we're okay here. Here we'll do this. So you want to use your actual summons to do most of the damage. Now the ice one's going to do nothing. Unfortunately, they completely resist ice, so it's going to do almost no damage to them at all. But it's enough with for Hellfire to actually put a little bit more damage in for you. One should be able to die. Maybe if you get lucky, you'll kill both. No, we didn't kill both, so we got to still kill the other one here. Okay, once that one's dead, there we go. Now go into killing this marching order. Get it out of the way, okay? Now what you're going to do next, I don't know if you guys have been focusing at all on the status of my characters, but you can see there's a debuff there that's pretty hefty, and that is the debuff that reduces magic defense, okay? So we're pretty close here. I think we should be able to drop that. There it is. Okay, now what you want to do is you want to take that magic debuff and you want to reduce it as much as you can off of your characters, okay? So this is the time to do it. You just use it here and make sure that everybody here has a little bit less on them, okay? So that there should be fine. Now here you want to heal back up. Very important to heal back up, and you want to defaith as well, okay? So make sure Cloud does defaith when he's ready, and then everybody else can survive this next attack. So let's just see what happens here, okay? So we'll switch to Cloud for a sec. We'll defaith here. And then we'll go to Aerith next. And hopefully get a cast off before this goes off on us. There it is. Now you guys can see we only have 3, right? 3 bars worth of magic defense down. Everybody here should be able to survive that. If you don't do that part right there, guys, you're not going to win. You're going to die. So you have to make sure that you end up doing that. That's why it's very important that you cast that Chocobo Staff right away. And that's what makes Cloud's weapon for this fight so damn good, right? Because he actually ends up doing that and everybody survives it. So here we're going to go ahead and do this. Just give me a sec here. Oopsie, wrong one. So he's doing Spirit Siphon again. This means he's going to up his damage again. So here, just cast. Try to get as much damage as you can in here. And from here, it's now just a DPS race at this point, right? So just keep casting your spells and kill them off. Okay, there we go. Magic attack up. You saw he did that again. Don't even worry about defaith. Just focus on this. This is like he's going to start casting. You guys should have way more than enough DPS to finish this off now. And we're going to just go ahead and kill this guy. There you go. Pretty straightforward fight, right? So that marching phase is super important. You have to make sure those ads die before you cast your actual Chocobo Staff. Now again, if you had Cloud's weapon, the brand new one, this fight is a joke. It really is. And it's going to be even harder in the next one. EX3 is going to be even tougher, so we're going to have to figure out a different phase. But I'm trying to do this from a free-to-play perspective who didn't pull on the staff, okay? So there you guys have it. This is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.